the young and the restless spoilers. The feud between Daniel Romalotti and Sharon Newman had been escalating for months. It wasn't just a clash of personalities or a simple disagreement over their past grievances, it had become something much darker. Daniel had always been protective of his daughter Lucy, and he knew all too well that Sharon was becoming more unhinged by the day. Her obsession with control and her dangerous partnership with Cameron Kirsten had taken a toll on everyone around her. But now, it had gone too far. Sharon had become a threat, not just to Lucy, but to anyone who stood in her way. And Daniel was determined to stop her, no matter the cost. The final confrontation between them began when Daniel made it clear that he would no longer tolerate Sharon's menacing behavior. His voice was steady but filled with warning as he confronted her. "If you come near Lucy again," Daniel said, his eyes cold and unwavering, "if you even think about hurting my daughter, I swear, Sharon, you'll regret it. You'll be stopped, one way or another. But don't get it twisted, Sharon. We both know you're the one in danger. Keep this up, and you might find yourself the one who doesn't make it out alive." Sharon's eyes narrowed at Daniel's threat. The intensity of his words only fueled her resolve. She had been planning her move for weeks now, and she wasn't about to back down. Not with Cameron at her side, ready to eliminate anyone who dared to interfere. Daniel's warning only solidified her decision, he had to go. And Sharon was ready to take the most extreme measures to make that happen. It was Cameron who suggested the poison. A quick, silent method that would leave no trace back to Sharon. After all, as Sharon rationalized to herself, it would be Cameron's idea, Cameron's crime. If things went wrong, he would be the one to take the fall. Sharon would remain untouched, innocent in the eyes of the law. And with Cameron by her side, she was confident that they could pull it off. Together, they carefully prepared the poison, mixing it into a bottle of water they intended to serve Daniel. It was so simple, almost too simple. Daniel would never see it coming. Sharon's cold detachment from the reality of what she was about to do was chilling. She had convinced herself that Cameron was the mastermind, that if anyone were to face consequences, it would be him. She believed her hands were clean, despite the deadly concoction hidden away in her bag. The moment came when Sharon invited Daniel to meet her, under the guise of wanting to settle things once and for all. Daniel was cautious, of course, but he didn't suspect the extent of Sharon's desperation. He arrived at the meeting ready to confront her one last time, unaware that his life was hanging by a thread. As they sat down, Sharon offered him a drink. She pushed the glass of water toward him, the poison dissolved perfectly, undetectable to the naked eye. It was just a matter of time. One sip, and Daniel would be gone. But fate intervened in a way neither Sharon nor Cameron could have predicted. Nick Newman, ever the protector, had begun to notice Sharon's erratic behavior. He had grown concerned, particularly with the way Sharon had been acting around Daniel and Lucy. Something didn't sit right with him, and his instincts told him that Sharon was hiding something dangerous. One evening, while looking for something in Sharon's bag, Nick's heart dropped when he discovered a small vial labeled with an unrecognizable chemical compound. It didn't take long for him to piece it together, it was poison. Realizing what Sharon was planning, Nick rushed to warn Daniel. He didn't know how close Daniel was to drinking the lethal dose, but he couldn't take any chances. When he arrived at the meeting, he burst through the door, shouting a warning just as Daniel was about to raise the glass to his lips. "Daniel, don't drink that." Nick's voice cut through the tension, stopping Daniel in his tracks. Daniel froze, his hand gripping the glass, but he didn't take a sip. "What the hell, Nick?" he demanded, confused by the sudden interruption. Nick's face was pale, his eyes wide with panic. "Sharon, she put something in the drink." "It's poison, Daniel." The words hung in the air like a dark cloud. Sharon's expression shifted from calm confidence to a sudden rush of fear and guilt. She hadn't anticipated Nick's interference, and now, her plan was unraveling right before her eyes. Cameron had assured her that no one would find out, but now, it was clear they had underestimated Nick's protective instincts. Daniel immediately pushed the glass away, the realization of how close he had come to death sinking in. The anger he felt toward Sharon was palpable, but beneath that, there was also a chilling understanding of just how far she was willing to go.